Whoops. Didn't mean to proceed there. Also, I hear that fly again. Anyway, we're almost there, so let me get through this before this fly actually drives me insane. Sis called the morning after the Watanagashi festival to tell me that the curse had struck again for the fourth time. The victim was the evil aunt who was harassing Satoshi-kun and Satoko. Satoshi-kun's suffering should be over now, since the problem was with Satoko and the aunt's relationship to begin with. Maybe I should have celebrated. But I wasn't in the mood for some reason.
犯人ってもう警察は目星をつけてるのかな?
Sis went quiet when I asked that.
さあね、大石の野郎がしつこく聞き込みをして回ってるみたい。犯人は近しい人間に違いないと思ってるようだね。
Being identical twins, Sis and I think very much alike. If I suspected Satoshi-kun of being the murderer, so would she. Because of this, I didn't have to mention the obvious.
サトシ君って祭りの日にアリバイあります？
どうだろう。
はあ、
I heaved a huge sigh.
バカですね。サトシ君は祭りに来ていた。そういうことでいいじゃないですか。
そうだよね。気が利かなくてごめん。
I heaved another sigh. Sis was stupid enough to forget and make an alibi for him, even though the murderer of his aunt alone would raise enough suspicion.
じゃあ、やっぱり、サトシが？
サトシ君が殺したかどうかが問題じゃないでしょ？サトシ君が犯行の時間帯にアリバイがあったかが重要なんです。ったく。
後で警察がうちに来るみたいだから、来たらサトシは祭りで一緒だったって言うよ。
お姉、取ってつけた嘘なんか何の役にも立たないです。何も手を打たなかったなら、今さら小細工しても無駄ってことです。せいぜい正直に喋ってください。お姉は芝居が下手なんだから、変に意識するとかえって勘ぐられますからね。
ごめん。
She sounded depressed. I was the one who should have been depressed. Usually Mion handles things well, but she's not too good with emergencies. I was left worried for the future of the Sonozaki family. Mion must have been embarrassed. She soon changed the subject.
シオン、最近はあまりバイトに行けてなかったでしょ？
ご検察痛み入ります。おかげさまで。
ごめん。今日は私、夜まで姿を隠してるから、バイトに出られるんじゃない？
Sis has been appearing in public places during festival preparations and whatnot. As a result, I hadn't been able to pretend to be her. I hadn't been able to work. As someone who had to support myself, it was a bit of a pain. To be honest, I didn't feel like working. But I couldn't afford to be sitting around either. When I locked my apartment door before leaving, the door of the next apartment over opened, and Kasai appeared.
シオンさん、お出かけですか？
そんなとこです。お姉が姿を隠してくれるそうなんで、久々にバイトに出ます。カサイ、暇だったらおじさんの店まで車を出してもらってもいい？
シオンさん、しばらくはバイトを控えられた方がよろしくはないですか？事件のせいで警察は園崎家界隈を監視しているようですし、あまり姿を表に出さない方がいいのではないかと思います。
お気遣いは嬉しいけど、バイトしないと食費もないわけですし。
Kasai might suggest he donate money to my cause. However, I'd sworn to myself when I started living here that I wouldn't depend on Kasai. While I don't obey anyone else's rules, I stick to my own. Kasai could tell that I was adamant in my decision. So after repeating himself a couple of times, as a formal procedure, he decided to give me a ride after all. Every time we went to my uncle's store by car, We stopped at this traffic light. I knew it was going to happen again, but it still irritated me. Pedestrians passed by in front of the car. I was startled to see that one of them looked like Satoshi-kun. It was him. I thought though I'd spoken with him on the phone just a couple days before. It'd been a while since I saw him last.
葛西、悪いけどおじさんにやっぱ今日のバイトは行けなくなったって伝えてくれる？私ここで降ります。
え？シオンさん。
Kasai looked taken aback, but I got out of the car regardless. The light turned green. The car behind him honked while Kasai was shouting at me, so he had to start moving. Satoshi-kun was on his bike, but he was going really slowly. I caught up with him in a flash and tapped him on the back.
ハロロー。沖宮で会うなんて奇遇ですね、サトシ君。
If I talked to him with a smile, he might smile back. So I smiled as brightly as I could.
ミオン。
He looked tired as always. But as I could tell, he was trying to smile back. My worries suddenly disappeared. I was certain I looked happy. I was aware of that myself, so it must have been obvious to Satoshi-kun.
何があったか知らないけど、ミオンが楽しそうだね。
ええ、楽しいですよ。サトシ君の機嫌が良さそうなので、私も釣られて機嫌が良くなっただけです。
When I teased him, he looked a bit embarrassed. It was like we were back in the good old days. I felt even happier than before.
サトシ君こそ何かあったんですか？何か機嫌が良くなるようないいことがありましたか？
いいことなんかないよ。おばさんが亡くなって、警察とかご近所とか。
I mean, other than the whole aunt
いろい
dying
ろ大変
part,
だよ。
I might have asked something dumb. He seemed to be okay with it, though. He'd frowned a bit at first, but Satoshi-kun continued smiling gently. He looked worn out, but satisfied, like he'd accomplished something great. That was the mood I sensed from him. I think that was it. Hold on. Let me double check real quick. Right, okay, there we go. That was the mood I sensed from. That was the last one. So, we'll pick up here in just a minute. But obviously, it's going to be the first recording I made. So just ignore me in any strange fly stories. Because it started back up. It actually stopped for a while, and it started back up again, and I'm starting to go crazy again. So, you know, maybe I can get away from this fly, or possibly kill it before I go mad. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I guess I'll see you in just a minute. Had to stop and take that call. This fly is driving me absolutely insane. There was like a very brief period of time where I was trying to figure out if it was coming from my headphones or not. I've determined it's not coming from the game. There's not like sanity effect flies or anything like that going on. So, on the negative side, I saw the fly. Okay. So I've located the fly, but he's also flying around a lot, and I probably can't do anything about it right now. This is intensely annoying. Anyway, we're going to keep going. I'm sorry, I just had a little panic attack right there. I also noticed that I'm not recording any sound. Dang it, come on, why does this keep happening? Anyway, glad I noticed that now before I finished. Although, I don't know how much longer we have, so that might be a good chunk I gotta redo. I know why it's happening, it's just aggravating. You know, it's a laptop. So I unplug it sometimes to take it into the living room or something. And when I unplug everything, it like defaults to stupid audio and doesn't actually record anything. It's really aggravating. Anyway, back to the game. That was the mood I sensed from him. So I was convinced. The one who killed that wicked aunt who tormented Satoko was him. I'd absolutely no proof, but I knew it intuitively. So I omitted all of those questions. I knew Satoshi-kun's motive for killing his aunt, and how badly he was driven into a corner. I knew the environment and the situation he was in. And I knew Satoshi-kun's feelings. I knew all of that. So I omitted all of those questions. I wanted to celebrate his release from that curse. So I smiled like nothing was different as I asked,
サトシ君はどこかへお出かけですか？あ、バイトかな？
正解。その前に寄り道なんだけどね。
寄り道？
毎日ちゃんとショーケースにあるのを確認しないと。
Oh,
なんとか不安
what's
で。
that mean? That conversation reminded me. The reason he started his part-time job was to buy Satoku a huge teddy bear. It was being sold at the toy store just down the street. I recalled that the teddy bear was very expensive. Satoku's birthday was right after the festival. I wasn't sure what day, though. Wait, didn't he say he quit his job? Maybe he was going to greet his ex-coworkers and clean out his locker or something. Either way, he'd be completely free very soon. Oh, don't you know it? Maybe he hadn't been paid yet. That's why he wanted to check if they still had the teddy bear. Maybe he was only getting paid on Satoku's birthday. When we got near the toy store, he rushed to the display window. He looked relieved that it hadn't been sold yet.
よかったよかった。大丈夫。ちゃんとあるよ。
買えるだけのお金は稼げてるわけですよね。なら予約とかしちゃえばいいのに。
もう。
He probably hadn't thought of that. He really did need someone to look after him. I looked into the display window over his shoulder. The teddy bear wasn't that cute, in my opinion. It looked huge and cramped in the middle of the store showcase. Really, it looked more like a display model than an item for sale.
値札がついてないけど、これ本当に売り物なんですか？これ一体いくらするんです？
売り物なのは確認し
You
たから
better
間違
sell
いない
this to me.
値段は？予算は大丈夫？
大丈夫だよ。ちゃんと確認してあるよ。
Now this is rather suspicious. He saved up for a very large purchase, apparently. But he has no idea how much the purchase is. So either he's an idiot or he's lying. Satoshi-kun thought I was teasing him again. He pouted and looked a little sulky.
予算が大丈夫なら問題ないじゃないですか。なら予約しちゃいましょう。その方が
Or maybe he's just
サトシ
being
君も心の
non-specific.
荷が下りていいでしょうしね。
We entered the store and looked for a clerk.
誰もいないのかな。
そりゃ好都合です。サトシ君、お給料日を待たずにぬいぐるみが手に入るかもですね。
ダメだよミオン。泥棒はいけないよ。
That's good. That was like a Mion kind of thing to say. That was good.
冗談ですって。軽く受け流してほしかったんだけどな。ひょっとして私が盗人の真似を平気でできる女だと思ってます？
ごめん。
Satoshi-kun smiled apologetically. I puffed up my cheeks to tease him. It had really been a while since the last time we did this. In between those times, many undesirable things happened that I wanted to forget. But now I felt as though all those things simply vanished into the air around us. I found an old person napping in the back. He must be the clerk, I thought. He looked to be fast asleep.
お店の方ですよね。
I poked his shoulder, but he was dead. He didn't look like he was going to wake up. When I did that, a middle-aged woman wearing an apron came in.
おじいちゃん、店番頼んだのにすっかり眠りしちゃった。
Someone say, Aunt? Ugh.
お客さん来てるって。 ってのにもうごめんなさいね。うちのおじいちゃんももうすっかりボケちゃって。
The middle-aged woman shook the old man awake and told him to go back to the living room. She went to the cash register after that.
お恥ずかしいところ見せちゃってごめんな。何かお買い上げ？
買うんじゃなくて予約なんですけど、あのショーケースの中の一番大きいぬいぐるみなんですけど。
あれ？いいの？値札見た？かなり高いけどお小遣い大丈夫なの？
はい、ギリギリ足りるはずです。
もうすぐバイトのお給料が入るそうなので、それまで予約したいんですけど。
The woman looked a bit hesitant at first, but she eventually wrote down Satoshi-kun's name and accepted the reservation. Satoshi-kun received a slip of paper.
ね、これでもう誰かに先に買われちゃう心配はもう必要ありません。
お給料がもらえるのはもうすぐなんだけどね。これで安心できる。
He would have kept coming to check every day if he hadn't done this now. He would have spent his time needlessly worrying. Satoshi-kun looked very relieved indeed.
これならもっと早くに予約をしていればよかったな。
普通の人は欲しいと思ったら即予約します。そういう思考に至らないサトシ君はちょいと希少です。
It's so very fun to tease him. Those painful days seem unbelievable now. Satoshi-kun looked like he'd forgotten everything that happened up until yesterday.
でも
Whoa.
ありがとう。
Stand back, murderer! Criminal scum! Satoshi-kun held out his hand to touch my head. Was he going to stroke it? I felt my face reddening already. Even before he touched my head, I felt tingly, remembering the last time. I didn't care about the murder or whatever else happened. As long as Satoshi-kun had his freedom, everything would be alright. I'd be content as long as we could live happily from today onward. But with Satoshi-kun's hand never reached my head. I slowly opened my eyes, only to realize that the situation had drastically changed. There were 4 men in suits blocking our way. It looked as though they'd been waiting for us to exit the toy store. What you doing here, Oishi? Just the men I didn't want to see. The oldest of the 4 men stepped forward while smirking. I'd never met this man, but it looked like he knew both Mion and Satoshi-kun. He was probably a cop. I ran a search for information in my head, and found some right away.
こんにちは。北条さん、園崎さん。いい雰囲気だったところを邪魔しちゃって実に申し訳ないです。
This must be Kurado Oishi, the cop who's investigating the series of mysterious deaths. He thinks that the Sonozaki family is behind all of the cases. In other words, he's an enemy of the Sonozaki family. He has deep connections with other investigation divisions in the police force, and likes to nose around the business in this area. He annoys the Sonozaki family enough as it is by interfering with its Yakuza business, let alone his suspicion on the series of mysterious deaths. Naturally, as the family's successor, he's not a welcome figure to me on Sonozaki. I tried to imagine how Sis would react. Probably
ありゃ
a bit
大石さ
hostile.
んですか。お仕事ご苦労様です。大の大人が4人も揃っておもちゃ屋さんに何かご用で？まさかお人形さん買いに来たってわけでもあるまいに。
Oh man, that's right on spot. I don't even know what that expression I just made was, but that's good. That's exactly what she would say. and also be a little angry. I know what they want, and it's not a toy. It's probably not me either. They want Satoshi-kun. Hey kid, have you ever not murdered anyone? I took a look at Satoshi-kun. He seemed a bit uncomfortable. The other three cops loosely surrounded us to prevent our escape.
北条さん、実はですね、ちょいと伺
That's
いたいお
unfortunate.
話がありまして。
We don't want to talk.
何それ、任意同行ってやつ？サトシ君、こんなのに付き合う必要ないよ。行こう。
I pushed on his shoulder, but he just stood there looking pale and bewildered. Bewildered? No, he actually looked resigned. Then I recalled Sis's mistake. It's obvious that he killed his aunt from the circumstances. You don't even have to look at the crime scene. How could Mion have failed to create an alibi? That stupid Mion must have spoke to the police without making anything up at all. She must have not told them she knew where Satoshi-kun was. If she hadn't done anything, the villagers wouldn't work to help her. It was just a matter of time until the police uncovered Satoshi-kun's complete lack of an alibi. The police were trying to corner him and lead him to confess. I looked at Satoshi-kun's face once again. He looked like a dead man. He probably didn't know he could refuse to be interrogated. If he was taken to the station and grilled by Oishi, he'd confess in a minute. Somebody had to protect him. Nobody had ever been there for him. I had to step up now. But how? Would it be possible to alter what Mion had already told them, saying it was a mistake? That wasn't going to work. If I had more time, I'd come up with an excellent idea. But I didn't have that much time at all. To pressure him, the cops were drawing nearer. Satoshi-kun must have felt intimidated. He might end up turning himself in due to the pressure, while I'm stuck trying to come up with something. I have to do something now. I have to say something. Otherwise, Satoshi-kun might give in. I have to save him. Oishi drew nearer. Satoshi-kun fell back. That's not incriminating. Noises.
大して時間は取らせませんから。そんな怖がらないでください。
It won't take much time? He just said it. He just said he wouldn't let him out if he caught him now. Satoshi-kun, don't give in. If you give in now, everything you've been working for will be ruined. Man, that's like deeply not incriminating noises you're making from your mouth. Satoshi-kun looked like he was at his breaking point, Oishi was clearly aware of it. Oishi smirked and held out his arm to grab Satoshi-kun's shoulder. I felt electrified when I saw that. That hand shouldn't be allowed to touch Satoshi-kun. The moment Oishi touched his shoulder, he'd give in. He'd go to the police station and confess everything.
サトシ君にアリバイがあるか知りたいわけですよね。
Oishi turned his face towards me. His hand left hanging in the air. I wasn't very prepared for this. I just had to stop Oishi no matter what. No, I only needed to gain some time. It didn't really matter what I'd said.
そうですよ。
What?
北条聡さんのアリバイが知りたいんで
You
す。
what, mate?
な私たちの捜査がまずいからなのかな。犯行の時間帯にどうしても北条さんのアリバイが見つけられないんですよ。仕方ないから恥を忍んでご本人に直接そのあたりをお伺いしようかと思いましてね。
そんなの本人に聞く必要ないです。私がアリバイ証明しますから。
ありゃ、そりゃほんと。なら助かるな。あの晩園崎さんが神社にいて お祭りの最後まで過ごしていたことはすでにあなたからも聞いているし、そのあなたがそこで北条さんとも一緒だったと言ってくれるなら一番楽なんですがね。でもあんた、以前そのあたりをお聞きしたとき、北条さんのことは一言も言ってませんよね。実はいましてって、今頃おっしゃるおつもりで？祭り会場の誰一人、北条さんを見ていないのに、あなただけは見ていたとそうおっしゃるおつもりで？
そうです。私と一緒にいました。それで十分です。
あなたが仲良しのお友達と終始一緒にいたのは分かっているし、私も会場で実際にお見かけしています。それでも一緒にいたとおっしゃるわけで？
Look, if you can change your statement so drastically in Phoenix Wright, I'm sure you can change your statement anywhere. All police accept that, and the court of law.
そいつはちょっと苦しくない？ん？
Oishi approached me with a creepy smile. At least one of him did. I have a feeling there's not supposed to be two of him, but I'm not entirely sure. Was he teasing me because my excuse sounded funny? I didn't think so. He was frustrated due to being interrupted when he was about to catch a big fish.
祭り会場でずっと一緒に遊んでたのに、すっかり忘れてて今頃になって思い出したと、そうおっしゃるおつもり？園崎美音さん。
I did get a little scared, but I couldn't stop myself. I could save Satoshi-kun if I revealed my real identity. I was aware of the risk. Grandma would certainly capture me if I revealed it. I didn't think of the consequences after that. Well,
っていうか、私ミオンじゃないですし。だからもともと綿流しになんか言ってません。
あ？
サトシ君とは綿流しの晩は沖宮のファミレスでずっとおしゃべりしてました。エンジェルモートって店ですので、どうぞ店長にも確認を取ってください。
Oishi was still smirking, but he apparently felt confused.
あんた何を言ってるの？あんたミオンじゃないなら誰なわけ？
園崎シオンです。ミオンの双子の妹です。初めてお会いしますね。こんにちは。
Oishi looked perplexed, like he didn't believe what I'd said. He frowned.
園崎美音さんに双子の妹がいたなんて初めて知りましたよ。あんた大人をからかってんの？
からかってなんかないですよ。どうぞ戸籍でも何でも調べてみてください。それともお姉を呼んで二人で並んでみせれば信じます？
All the cops looked bewildered now.
園崎シオンさん？
はい、シオンですが。
あんたにもちょっと来てもらってもいい
Can
で
you
すか？
come down to the station?
あんたが園崎シオンさんで北条さんと一緒におられたって言うんなら、あんたにも話を聞かせてもらいたいもんです。
ええ、望むところです。お手柔らかによろしくお願いいたします。
The cops gathered at their car and started discussing something. Looks like they never expected this to happen. I'd hoped to be able to fake Satoshi-kun's alibi for at least a little while. It shouldn't be too difficult to talk to Sis about this, then forge up an alibi together.
サトシ君、何を聞かれてもエンジェルモートで私とおしゃべりをして過ごしていたと言い張ってください。私が何とかしますから。何を聞かれてもよく覚えていないとか。
Tell him you had one too many
サトシ君
drinks.
が下手なことは
You
言わ
can't
ず
quite remember
黙
what
り込ん
happened.
だ方が無難かもです。
Satoshi-kun wore a startled expression. Though I was telling him something important, he'd apparently decided not to listen.
サトシ君、聞いてます？ここでしっかりしないと刑事たちの思うツボです。
うん。
He must have been feeling deceived. No wonder. I just confessed that I wasn't Mion, but her twin sister. I really had been deceiving him.
怒ってます？
なんで？
その騙してて。
Satoshi-kun started laughing. I didn't know why he'd laugh, because he wasn't the type of person who would laugh in order to hide something.
たまに教室のミオンと話が食い合わないことがあったから、やっとわかったよ。
怒らないでくれるんですか？その騙してたこと。
Satoshi-kun looked puzzled. It was like he didn't know whether he should be upset about it or not. Or maybe he was only pretending to be that way.
はじめまして。じゃないんだよね。
はい、そうなります。
そっか。シオンってどう書くの？
詩を読むの詩に音でシオンです。
シオン。いい名前だね。
Much better than that
じゃ
stupid
あお二
Mion.
人さん、すみませんが署までご同行願いますか。粉末でよければコーヒーか紅茶かくらいは選べますよ。
You hear these like screeching car sounds in the background? We just parked next to not park, sorry. The toy store's right next to like a major sporting event and they're just doing burnouts out there. Alright, so we've got one tip today. Oh, not all tips. Whoops. I guess it would be this one. That'll work. Either Satoshi-kun was smart, or very lucky. Or maybe it wasn't him. The police found nothing at the crime scene to indicate his involvement in the murder. Yet Satoshi-kun was still the prime suspect. Considering his home environment, he had a strong enough motive. He had no alibi. The police had everything other than physical evidence. It wasn't surprising that Oishi took a chance. He probably didn't expect me to step in. But what I did was too little to avert a suspicion of Satoshi-kun. Oishi believed that Satoshi-kun did it. He was waiting for Satoshi-kun to fall apart and confess. That's what both Oishi and I were thinking. But that hypothesis was destroyed later on. I'll not talk about it now, but Oishi's theory will be disproven, and the police will be thrown into shock. A question comes to mind. That is, who saved Satoshi-kun? I can only think of the possibility that the Sonozaki family invented the culprit. Alright. So, as seems to be the case recently, audio problems abound. So I'm going to go end up replaying this in just a second, at least the first half, I should say. And get back to where I was when I fixed the audio problem. I just need to keep a closer eye on it. That's the biggest issue. If I knew about it at the beginning, I could have fixed it. It wouldn't have been a problem. It's just, when I unplug all the cords, it defaults to default audio, which is, I guess, no audio for some reason. It's very strange. I don't know why it does that. And then I start recording and it's like, oh, I'm just not going to record any audio. That's cool. That would actually be a nice feature. I wonder if that's a feature. If the recording program could notice after about, 10 seconds of starting the recording, it could be like, hey, we noticed there's no sound. Do you want to continue or something? That'd be a nice feature. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. And Satoshi seems like he's been saved for now, but at what cost? Or at least what's going to happen next? And I guess we'll have to find out next time. So thanks for watching. Bye.